Brett, what were you like in... Sorry, Sokwa.
Yes.
What were you like in high school?
I was a huge asshole. I played football, so I wouldn't say I was a jock necessarily, but I think because of my status and being pretty prolific, I wasn't very nice to people.
You mean on the field?
No, even in person, like even
Prolific?
friends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the field, I was.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I had several football scholarship offers. Ended up playing at UNM on a full ride.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I was a real pain in the ass, I think, to people. I was super obnoxious. We were talking about Tom Segura earlier before we started, and I was just like that way to people a lot. Like I didn't fucking care about people's feelings. If I hurt your feelings because I was talking shit, because in my head, like I just thought I'm just fucking having fun. Like what am I doing wrong? And certainly older Sokwa would not behave that way. But I think that's just part of the culture I was brought up in. I was around a bunch of males, and we were told to just be violent as fuck all the time around each other, playing football, smashing heads. And so like that almost sometimes kind of transfers to your day-to-day life where you're just mean fucking asshole, like because you're always on edge.
What position did you play?
I primarily played defensive tackle, and that's what I got recruited for in college. But when I was in high school, I played both ways. So I played offensive guard, center, and then I would start on defense as a defensive tackle. And then when I got the scholarship to UNM, they offered it as a defensive tackle. And what worked out really nice was, at the time, the coach at La Cueva High School where I went, they were running the same defense as Rocky Long at the time. So he was the coach at UNM. So it worked out really nice because I loved the fucking defense, like the mechanics, the style, the ideology behind it. And so it was an easy transfer for me just to be able to like dial in and be like, I kind of understand how it works, but then just learning the play calling and the signs and everything, which was pretty fast anyway. But
now your goal is just to get a sack. Is that the number one goal of defensive tackle?
Yeah, tackles and sacks. I mean, fuck, like if you can get 50, 60 sacks or tackles in a season, and you can get anywhere from 3 to 10 sacks, like you're a bad motherfucker, you know? And I didn't start at UNM until I was in my 4th year, and I redshirted. So I had 5 years at UNM. So my last 2 years, I got to start. But I played like enough plays my 4 seasons to like letter each year. So it was a good time.
Quite a career. Huh?
Yeah. Among all the politics and the bullshit that came with some of the stuff that I was involved with, and like coaching changes at one point, it was a unique experience. I think it would have been better at a like more collegiate school, like a better Division 1 football team.
What division is UNM in?
They're Division 1, but
conference. Is it WAC?
I think they're in the WAC now, because they were the Mountain West when I was there. But I mean, I feel like all those teams just went over to the WAC anyway. For the most part. I think there's a few that are different. I mean, I don't really watch football too much anymore. When I was done playing, I just kind of shut it off. I was done with sports. Mostly just watch like the playoffs, championships of things, soccer, football, boxing, UFC, any of that. Like I'm just more, I want to see the best fucking perform at this point. Like I don't want to watch all the bullshit.
You don't want to watch average football, not even average pro football.
Right. And I don't even really like remember people's names. Like I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, and I couldn't even tell you 5 people's fucking names on that team other than Aaron Rodgers. So like those things aren't important to me, but I do like watching the competition. I don't know, because that was a huge part of my life, and so seeing that, like I really get enjoyment out of that. Like when you see 2 teams just like fucking battling, and it's like a tight game up until the 4th quarter, like that's amazing to me. It's something super phenomenal. And even like fighting, like UFC, I love when like it's not overmatched. Like one guy just comes out and beats the shit out of the guy. It's like I want to see them both beat the shit out of each other, and at the end be like, it was so fucking close. Like we're gonna really have to like dig down and see who landed the most punches, who got the most points from takedowns or whatever. That's like that, and that's super inspiring too for the art, because like then I just have that mentality of like, I'm gonna be the fucking best. I'm gonna like just make every single piece of art I can make and put it out in the world before I'm dead.
And keep going. Don't be results oriented.
Exactly.
Because it might be the last punch that knocks out your opponent.
I might have already made the best painting I've ever made. So like, fuck it. Like now you just make whatever you want. And if you can do that as an artist, if you can just like stay true to making stuff and creating even through all the bullshit of your life, like I think that's like a huge importance as an artist.